Well, as wildlife populations decline around the world, the San Diego Zoo is working to safeguard genetic diversity. They're celebrating 50 years of their frozen zoo. It's the largest collection of living cells in the world. Just as they add their first insect to the collection, we're taking you inside in today's Earth 8 report.
A huge win for wildlife, the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance has added its first ever insect to their frozen zoo. There, over 11,000 cell lines representing more than 1,300 species live under cryopreservation, and they're getting a new addition.
Obviously, no one's ever froze a Lord Howe Island stick insect or any stick insect for that matter. And so we use model species most of the time. So a lot of people have worked with butterflies and bees.
The Lord Howe Island stick insect species was thought to be extinct back in the 1930s. That is, until hikers found a tiny group living on one shrub on a remote volcanic island.
They were saying that they'd seen this insect, and everyone's like, yeah, right. That sounds crazy. But then there were a couple of photographs that were taken. So finally, in 2001, the Department of Environment in Australia decided to go and take a look.
And it was true. The species was indeed still alive. After some of the insects had died of old age, their reproductive cells were preserved. Now at 320 degrees below zero, the frozen zoo is giving this species an extra layer of protection.
I was able to isolate the sperm in my lab, and then I noticed right away that the sperm was still motile, which is a great sign. And so that's why I decided to freeze the motile sperm.
You can think of it as genetic insurance, with sperm and other reproductive material living in the zoo that could be used for reproduction to help the genetic population of an endangered species in the event of a population decline. It could even one day help bring extinct animals back to life.
It's really important to have this backup system of the frozen zoo so that we're not only including all of the taxonomic groups, but we have options if things go south.
And this all happens as the frozen zoo turns 50. The zoo recently also cryopreserved its first plant contributions, expanding the collection's impact across kingdoms.